Pranam, Guruji. Could you please explain to us about the spiritual significance of Satyanarayana Vrata? Thank you.
Yeah. Satyanarayana Vrata is normally kept observed during full moon. Now we know full moon, the waning and the waxing of the moon is affecting the waters in the ocean, also the liquids in our body. And so when it's full moon, our mind can become very wild, can go very wild. That's why it is suggested that we keep fast, we observe fast, we don't eat the whole day. We eat only once in the evening after sunset. And then also we speak the truth, don't lie at all during that day, Some discipline is necessary to control our mind, to control our chitta, the mind core. That is why it is suggested to have this vrat, to observe the fasting. But this katha, this vrat katha, there are stories around this vrat. If you read Skanda Purana, in Skanda Purana, they got few stories related to this particular vrat. And what happens nowadays, every full moon, most of the people read out these stories. There are few pages, there are about 5 chapters, if I am not mistaken. There are few stories, but the most important story is given in the 3rd chapter, I think, 3rd and 4th chapter. It's very interesting. There's a merchant, and this merchant is having very bad luck. Whatever he touches, he loses money. He is never successful in life. And then somebody tells him, look, there is this vrat. If you observe this fasting during full moon and you keep the vrat, you adhere to truth, don't lie, you will be able to change your luck. He observed it and he promised to himself, okay, I'll not lie on that day. And he started making money. He had a girl, he had a daughter. The daughter's name was Kalavati. Kalavati is very interesting. This name, spiritually speaking, Kala means the mode of the moon. Mode, Kala. Kala can also mean art. But Kala in this particular story is related to the mode of the moon, waning and waxing moon. So this Kalavati is signifying the chitta, the mind core of this merchant, who is still not stable. Sometime he is okay, sometime not okay, sometime he is adhering to truth, sometime no. And he was very stingy. He had all the money now. He would not share the money. He would not share any money. Bhagavad Gita is very, very clear. If you have something, you don't share it, you're a thief. Very strong words. You're a thief. You should eat the remnants. Share first. Fulfill your duties first. Then you enjoy the remnants. The shesha. In Sindhi it is called sesa. Prasadam. In Balinese it is called lungsuran. So it's not only about reading out from Skanda Purana and then the vrat is over. No. We must try to understand what you rightly asked, the spiritual significance. So this man is stingy, and when you are very stingy, we have seen so many people in our own lifetime also. They're so stingy, they can even lie. Oh, I don't have anything, So this man with his son-in-law, Kalavati's husband, they had all kind of problem, and every time he realizes, oh, I made a mistake, I did not adhere to truth, I was very stingy, he asked for forgiveness and he's forgiven, But this time, he made the biggest blunder of his life. He was coming back, he used to go overseas. He used to go overseas to do some trade, take things from this place, sell it to another place, bring something else from there, sell it to somewhere else. And normally it takes them 4 or 5 years before they come back to their hometown. So he is coming back, his ship, his boat is loaded with all kind of stuff. money, gold, silver, everything, loaded. He comes there, the boat is anchored, and it was evening time. He thought, okay, we'll wait for tonight, and tomorrow early morning we'll take all things out. And then there comes Lord Vishnu himself in the disguise of old Brahman. And he's asking for alms from this merchant. Give me some alms, I have not eaten the whole day. Give me some money so that I can go and eat some food. And this merchant is so stingy, he said, I have nothing, my ship is empty, there's nothing there. It's only haystacks. Haystacks, no? It's only haystacks, there's nothing. I have not made money this time. My whole trip was useless. I did not make any money. There are people, they will not even spend money for the education of their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and they'll ask donation from others. There are people like that. Surprising. They have all the money in the world. Bad karma. Very bad karma. They can think they are spiritual. They can do bhajans all day. They can do kirtan. They can read spirituality. They can go to satsang, but it means nothing. If you don't share, it means nothing. And Vishnu, who was in the disguise of this Brahman, he laughed. He said, so be it, tathastu. You said, your ship is full of haystack, there's nothing, right? No gold, nothing, no money. Tathastu, so be it. And right before the merchant's eye, that ship started sinking. No load. So the ship started sinking. And he started crying. And Skanda Purana is actually telling this story in a different style a little bit. What we read normally on Google or small books, It gives a hint that he had to reincarnate again. He had to reincarnate again to make good for the mistakes he made. And then he realizes that, okay, I made these mistakes. I have to control my waning and waxing mind, the chitta. I have to share, I have to learn to share. There are people who feel that mind is everything. I can do this, I can achieve this, I can achieve that, They don't care for others. Others' children are not my problem. If you have this kind of behavior, karma is a bitch. It's not going to leave you. It's not going to leave you. You can feel you have reached this dimension, that dimension. Krishna is very clear in Bhagavad Gita. Those people who think out of arrogance, I have achieved this, tomorrow I can achieve this, my mind is in power, my mind is control of everything. I can do this, I can do that. I have subdued my enemies, tomorrow I'll do more. Such people, Krishna says, are of demoniac origin. They are Asuri, they are Daityas, they are Danavi, they are Danava, they are Rakshasas, they are demons. And they'll be born again and again as demons. They'll go to lower and lower realm. They can imagine, they can hallucinate, I'm reaching this dimension, that dimension. Nothing is going to happen. You can read books, you can go to bhajan, you can do prayers. The most important thing is to share your blessings. If you don't share your blessings and you keep on thinking that you are poor, I am this, I am that, I cannot do this, you become poor. You become a beggar. You suffer. So beware. This is the spiritual significance of Satyanarayana Katha.
Thank you, Guruji.